To make a contribution in my portfolio as the Shadow Minister for Science and Technology. Since I've been in this portfolio, I've had the great delight to travel around the state, meeting with both industry organisations, with individuals, businesses, incredibly successful Tasmanian companies and people that hold different positions around organisations in Tasmania. I note with interest at the beginning of this presentation that the government still haven't responded to the requests from the TasICT in terms of the appointment of their own Minister of Science and Tech, and despite making commitments that there would be attendance at, say, the Digital Ministers meeting, I note that we didn't have representation there from a minister. That, I think, breeds concern and doubt about the commitment that this government have to the science and tech sector, and also the readiness that this government has to embrace and manage so many of the opportunities that will present themselves, but the challenges that will come with that. One of the most enjoyable meetings that I've had so far was with a gentleman at the Devonport City Council, Jeff Griffith, an incredible gentleman that's moved to Australia, made Tasmania his home, having grown up and been successful in America, working in the tech sector and working in a lot of areas to support things both in the States and around the world. Found his way through a curious journey through Western Australia to the northwest coast of Tasmania, and now we get to benefit from his insights and his capabilities from his leadership that he shares both at the Devonport community but across Tasmania, and continues to share both across Australia and the world. And with his permission, I just want to share some of the things that he laid out to me in terms of what he sees as great opportunities for Tasmania with the onset of AI, automation, robotics and improvements in these areas, and what it actually means and how rapidly it means that these changes will occur. One of the things that this government, I think, have been able to demonstrate, although they might identify opportunities, are not always able to act at pace to actually realise these opportunities. And Jeff shared with me that it could be challenging for us to grasp the speed at which AI and automation is going to impact the workforce globally. The disruption is very real and the impact will be more substantial than we can imagine. I believe it's important when we see disruption approaching that we embrace it and prepare for it, so as a state, Tasmania can take advantage of the opportunity. Substantial job losses will result in population migration. If Tasmania can position itself as a leader in tech and AI and take advantage of a more stable climate during ongoing climate change, it may be an attractive destination for interstate migration. My question for the government this evening is, when will this government deliver an AI strategy and action plan? And the reason why I take this opportunity this evening to present that question to the government is for the stats that Jeff shared with me that I'd like to put on the record this evening. It's estimated by 2030 that AI could replace the equivalent of 300 million full-time jobs. This was outlined in a report by investment bank Goldman Sachs. It could replace a quarter of work tasks, but it might also mean new opportunities and a productivity boom. It could eventually increase the total annual value of goods and services globally by 7%. The report also predicts that 2/3 of jobs are exposed to some degree of AI automation, and around a quarter of all jobs could be performed by AI entirely. There are a range of jobs that will be impacted, but by the year 2030, and that's not too far away, we'll use AI as our personal assistants, our tutors, our career counsellors, our therapists, our accountants, our lawyers. They will be ubiquitous in our work lives, conducting analysis, writing code, building products, selling products, supporting customers, coordinating across teams and organisations, and making strategic decisions. By the year 2030, over 100,000 humanoid robots will be deployed in the real world. Large language models will automate vast amounts of cognitive work in the years ahead. In parallel, humanoid robots will automate vast amounts of physical work. And these robots are no longer a distant science fiction dream, although most people won't yet realise it. Humanoids are on the verge of and being deployed in the real world. By 2030, AI-driven job losses will be one of the most widely discussed political and social issues facing us. This is going to change much more abruptly than people can appreciate. Before the decade is out, AI-driven job loss will be a concrete and pressing reality in everyday lives of our community. In the years ahead, not too distant, organisations will find that they can boost productivity and profitability by using AI to complete more and more work tasks previously required by humans. This will happen across industries and across all pay grades. Customer service, accountants, data scientists, cashiers, lawyers, security guards, court reporters, pathologists, taxi drivers, management consultants, journalists, musicians. This is something that Tasmania needs to be ready for. In Tasmania, what does that mean for us? The World Economic Forum predictions on jobs and AI indicate significant shifts in the workforce. By 2027, an estimated 69 million jobs will be created, while 83 million jobs will be eliminated, resulting in a net loss of 14 million jobs globally. The rise of AI is expected to change job roles and required skills, emphasising the need for upskilling and adaptability. For Tasmania, this could mean a shift in job types. Industries like tech and renewable energy may see growth, while traditional roles may decline. Skills development, a focus on digital literacy, AI-related skills and continuous learning will become essential. Workforce adaptation, companies may need to invest in training programs and support employees transitioning to new roles. Economic impact, potential challenges in employment rates and economic stability necessitating proactive measures from both the government and the private sector. So the opportunities in Tasmania, we can leverage this opportunity and these uncertainty created by AI. Develop a tech hub, education and upskilling, the appeal of our lifestyle, government incentives. By focusing on these areas, Tasmania can turn AI-related workforce challenges into a growth opportunity. But my question for this government is, when will you prepare an AI strategy and action plan to protect and allow Tasmania to realise these opportunities?
Members' time has expired. I call the Minister for Children and Youth.